yeah. It's Chipotle. Yeah, Chipotle. No. Chipotle. Hey everybody, welcome back to the In Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz. Jackie Lady's still in Lake Jackson. Zool just around the corner because she knows I'm in the food room with the food stuff. And Jackie Lady's still back in Lake Jackson because we're doing the social distancing thing. But this is going to be one of our videos in our chop fight. And we both just kind of screwed up our schedule and had pork chops scheduled for today. So we're just going to put them both out, man. And we're going to let y'all tell us which one y'all would like to try at your own homes, which ones you like out of the better of the two. So I'm going to do these stuffed ones. So seen it done before. I've heard other people done it. So this never before attempted by me thing, this feat that I'm going to try, we're going to get into it. Before we do, be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the little bell so you get notifications, all the YouTube stuff. Also check the link for our merchandise. That's the word I'm looking for. All our merch. There's a link down in the doobly-doo. What is it? Like, there's aprons and spoons and spatulas and flippers and fake hands and oven mitts and all kind of stuff down there. We very much appreciate it because we are a small little teeny tiny company stuff. And let's just get into it. Alright, super simple stuff. So, first thing, you're going to need to get some thick pork chops. I wondered for years how you stuff a pork chop. The ones we grew up with are always super thin. But I got these ones that are really thick right here. That way you can stuff them. I did luck out and get them for about $3. They were on sale over at the local HEB over here. You're going to need some mozzarella, just a single ball. This is going to be too much for what we're going to need. It's like $1.50. It's really cheap. About 2 tablespoons of butter, cents worth. Dried tomatoes. I think this is the highest end stuff we got. It's like $3. After that, you can season with whatever you want, like oregano, salt, pepper, just like regular, like sea salt and pepper. I've seen lemon pepper, orange pepper stuff, but I'm going to try this raspberry chipotle stuff. It's not really a rub. I found it at a local hobby shop, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to give that a shot, and let's see how it turns out. So get you a nice skillet and put it on about medium to medium low. You don't want it high because these are really thick, so you need to cook them slow, all right? So, because if you cook them any higher, it's going to cook the outside, not the inside. And if you got something this thick, you need to go ahead and do it. So, throw in about a tablespoon or two, or a tablespoon and a half, I think is what this was. If it gets low and it starts getting brown on the bottom of the pan, always add more later, but just to get that done. Now, while that's heating up and melting, get you a super sharp knife. Shout out to Andy, thank you again. I might need to get these sharpened pretty soon. But now we got this nice and thick one here. Now, you're going to have a bone on one side and all the meat on this side. So, what you want to do is go ahead and split that meat. I've heard people do this later, and with my propensity to cut or burn myself, decided to go ahead and cut it now. So just go ahead and split that. Now that bone's going to stop you from cutting it all the way in half. There's going to be a bit more meat space there in the middle. Like, yay, meat space. Go ahead and just cut that open a little bit with that knife. And I don't know if this is butterflied. Doesn't look like any butterfly I've ever seen. I'm not going to tell you what it looks like to mine. But yeah, the same thing on this other one. Instead of standing it up, I went ahead and cut it in my hand. I'm not trying to cut myself for you guys, but that bone stopped it before it hit my hand, so I very much appreciate that. But yeah, once again, it's just split it right down the middle so you hit that bone, not completely pull it off. Make it look like a butterfly, and set those down. Now, while you're still heating that up, we're going to go ahead and season one side. One of the biggest problems I have is when I see somebody cook something, they'll throw it in, season one side, then flip it over. Well, that first side is getting seasoned because you didn't season it before you threw it in the pan, right? So it gets seared. So you want that seasoning on it while it's cooking. Now, I went kind of heavy because a lot of it comes off and kind of sticks, but this stuff is kind of faint, so I put a lot of it on there. When you put it in, be sure to put it seasoning down. Okay, so now our butter's nice and melted. It's getting a little bit warm. So now remember, put that season, the one you've already done, and put it down, and then go ahead and season the top. So, I hate wasting stuff. I hate going out and doing that kind of stuff. So now let's go ahead and just sprinkle some more of our seasoning. Like, again, whatever you're going to use. If you want to use anything. I'm talking anything from oregano to lemon pepper, garlic, salt, whatever you want to do. Go ahead and do it that way. I spent about 10 minutes per side. But again, like I said, it's turned down really low. So you're going to turn this back and forth a few times. We're going to put it up and sand it up on its edge just to make sure all the sides are cooked too. So be sure to just let it cook nice and slow. Don't worry, stress about it. You can do both of those at the same time. I just have a little skillet. While we're waiting, go ahead and slice your mozzarella. We're going to end up breaking it down into smaller stuff. And some of the mozzarella balls you get like that are pre-sliced. So just be careful what you're doing. It's going to be way more than what we need. So just set it to the side and be ready for it. Ignore my boiling water. I was making some mashed potatoes and stuff to go with this. So don't stress it too much. So yeah, I went ahead and just stood this up. I was worried that inside wasn't going to get cooked, especially once I put the cheese and everything in it. It's cold. So I went ahead and stood that butterfly up like that. Let it warm for about 8 minutes on that side. Once it gets nice and warm, go ahead and stuff it. I put my sun-dried tomatoes and mozzarella in here. Be careful, don't burn yourself. I burned myself on the skillet like 2 or 3 times doing this for you guys. So go ahead and stuff those in. Don't worry if it doesn't quite close. Look, see how it's, once you started cooking it, it's going to spread it out like that anyway, because the heat spreads out that meat anyway. But go ahead and stuff it as best you can, and then we're going to get some toothpicks. Don't have to. You can leave it open if you want. I'm just trying to keep everything packed. So I just got some toothpicks, stuck it down there. I tried to put it in a weird angle so I couldn't pull it directly up. Right? Ow. That fat right there that holds it on really well. So just go ahead and stab those in there. Again, I let it cook on here slow, about 15 minutes. Like I said, it is really low and slow. All right, you don't want to speed this up. And then I flipped it and then flipped it back just for the video here. Don't put your plate on the thing you just had boiling water on because it might blow up your plate. So just ignore that. So, like I said, originally 10 minutes per side and split it down the middle for 8. And then another like 13 to 15 minutes on the outside. Just check it. If you got to, just cut it and do whatever. Once it's done, pull it out, do the other one. This is perfect. Now, this was under $10, and it's enough for 2 people. I just threw it next to some vegetables that I had around. I had like a 50-cent sale thing of the instant mashed potatoes, or you could use a can of like spinach, anything else. But this is outstanding, man. The Chipotle raspberry seasoning was perfect. I'll recommend that to anybody. The sun-dried tomatoes and the mozzarella really pulls it out. It's something that you really don't see with a lot of pork products, especially if you got a fruit base to it. So I really enjoyed this. You guys need to try this. Let me know what you think, man. And like I said, it fed me at least 2 meals. It will feed 2 people 1 good meal. That's under $10. Good date night stuff. All right, now that I got it set on the thing and the AC, Philip DeFranco's still playing in the background. Sorry about that, Phil. Well, there you have it, man. It took so the second one was cooking and it smells so good. I just went ahead and ate the first one. So I hope y'all got at least some decent pictures before I just snarf this thing down. This is really good. If you want to do it differently, you do it differently. You bake it, you grill it, whatever. Let us know. Put it down in the comments, man. Put it down in the comments if you like this one or Jack's video better. I think he's grilling some stuff. It sounds awesome. But let us know. You can also let us know and find us over on social media. You can find us at Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. You can find us at all those at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also shout out to our patrons. Thank you very much. We're trying to get some more videos and stuff up for you guys. It's just so fun. But you can also find us on Instagram at Living Between. We had to shorten it over there, so I don't know. And enjoy the food. Let us know, and I'll see you next time. All right. Ciao, bye. Ciao, bye.